Alton Towers have created a ride which is themed around one of my books. I've not quite had you physically becoming roller coaster.
Hello and welcome to a brand new future predictions video. In this one we're going to be covering Alton Towers, and by we I mean not just me. I don't really know why that was so dramatic, because I'm not bringing on anyone, but yeah, we'll go with it. But basically I put out a question on Instagram and Twitter saying, what do you think the future holds for Alton Towers? I've done this similarly before, but it was for an end of year kind of video, and if you want to go watch that, link in top. Jeez, that's a big plug. So I guess while I'm at it, if you want to join the Discord server, link is in the description. It's brand new, recently released the link to it, so if you want to go join that. I did have an old one, but it didn't go well. Anyway, yes, so first of all, as I did with the What a Year video, I am going to start with my opinion overall, and then go into what people have responded on both Instagram and Twitter, because I put something out on both of them just to get to everyone, people who don't have Instagram and people who don't have Twitter. I'm not smart. Anyway, so personally, what do I think the future holds for Alton Towers as a whole? I think I'm going to save some controversial comments and just not talk about removal of rides, except I'd love to see Rita go, just get it gone. But yes, I think that Walliams World as a whole, if you don't know, it's coming in 2020, it's been announced, it's replacing Cloud Cuckoo Land as a whole, and I think that entire area is going to be a big success. There's a new ride going in there apparently, there might be a new show, a couple other re-themes of different rides that were already there. Well, rides and attractions, because you can't really say that driving school is a ride, although it is a credit. But yeah, I think it'll be a big success. It will draw in a lot of families and whatnot, which is kind of the market they want to go for now because of CBeebies Land. And then in the future, after 2020, I can't see the Alton Towers Dungeons lasting that long, me personally, because although it's an upcharge, if they do make it not upcharge and they just make it free to go in, it will have massive queues, unless it's like timed ticketing, which would be quite decent, but I just don't see it lasting too long. And then obviously, talking investment wise for the future, I'd love to see 1 or 2 new thrill flat rides go to the park, because they literally have, is it 2? No, Blade's gone as well. They only have 1, which is Enterprise, and I haven't been on that because I feel like I'm going to fall out and I'm going to die. But yes, 1 or 2 new thrill flats over the next couple of years. That would be great to see, to actually bring that lineup in. A revamp of the Congo River Rapids. That is needed. Ever since the waterfalls are gone and all the water effects have just been turned off, it's not been a great ride as a whole. I understand most of it is due to safety reasons, but still, it would be really good to see more effects put in place, and of course just make it a lot more like a River Rapids. Secret Weapon 9, what's going on with that? Where will it go? What will it be themed to? What will it be named? Where will it go? I just repeated myself. And most importantly, what ride type or ride manufacturer will make it, or will it be a Zamperla Volair? Anyway, it's now time to look at some of your guys's, I always make this mistake, some of the responses that you guys have left me. That works, I'll say that from now on. To do something with Nemesis Subterra's bloody area, like just get rid of it. I agree, but obviously Scarefest and Project 42, that's much more important. IPs, CBeebies, Wicker Man, then David Walliams. What's next? The Chase experience. New water park or water park update? To be fair, I don't really know where they would fit a water park in to Alton Towers, unless they were to replace one of their car parks with it, which would be a loss of space, so I kind of doubt they'd do that. But if they ended up making a new water park that's even bigger, that's open room for an improvement inside Splash Landings with that indoor water park area and whatnot. So who knows whether that will happen or not, but yeah. Hopefully a retheme of the Dark Forest. I personally don't think the Dark Forest will get a retheme. At the most, I think it will just get another ride or 2 in the area it has, but It's been Ugland and it's had Corkscrew in it, and now it has 13. It kind of suits the theme in my opinion, so personally I can't see them doing that. Flats, Disco, 2nd Gen Enterprise, Pendulum Ride, new top spin and a top scan. I want to see new flat rides personally, but I don't know whether like loads would come at once. I think maybe 1 or 2 would be in the next couple of years, and then maybe from there. It's kind of well known that Merlin don't like flat rides, but they like Bountzilla, so maybe we'll see a permanent installation of that at Alton Towers. I also think it holds a great future, and I think in 2023 Smiler will get a retrack or RMC. Well, I think that will happen because personally I saw someone wearing an RMC t-shirt outside the Black Hole in 2012, and that doesn't make any sense. A complete Galactica refurbishment, adding brand new space theming with no VR. Luckily they've taken one step to that already and removed the VR off Galactica completely, but like you said, a refurbishment would be well needed on it, especially the indoor section of like the tunnel just before the lift hill, and also the tunnel that you go through just after you go from lie to fly. That's it. It would be nice to see them do something with it. Of course, if you did see the original concept art that they had for Air with all the rocks and the fountains, it looked amazing, and that just never happened, and instead we got VR, which now doesn't exist after 2 years or 3 years of it actually being existent. A dark ride themed to his books, a bit like Gruffalo Ride. I'm assuming this is about David Walliams, and if you want to know the answer to whether there is a ride about one of his books coming, just watch this.
Alton Towers have created a ride which is themed around one of my books, but it's all sort of secret. I mean, it's not exactly a secret in the way that MI6 have secrets, but they want to keep it secret what the book is.
Intamin Blitz. This is the main one I agree with. Yes, I did jokingly say earlier that I'd like to see a Zamperla full air, which, let's face it, no one wants to. But I would genuinely like to see something like Taron at Phantasialand in Alton Towers. And that would mean Rita serves no purpose, so get rid of it. SW9, maybe a Mac multi-launch, and hopefully a big flat ride like a gyro swing. I agree on that one. A gyro swing would be amazing, but it would depend on whether they can fit it in with height restrictions and whatnot. Mac multi-launch. That would be a very good thing to see, but personally, I would like to see them go more family and maybe go for a Mac spinning coaster. Then that would give Spinball Wizard no purpose, and then that would get removed. Let's go, lad. There's actually quite a few people saying RMC Wickerman, and also that they want to see an RMC in general. What do I say? Fixing the Wickerman and Smiler projectors. That is very true. It's error 404 on the Smiler ones and misalignment on Wickerman ones. I'm sure they'll do something about it. It's clear after Wickerman that Alton Towers have re-emerged with family attractions as their target market. It could be for a while. It could be a while before we see a big thrill ride. I wouldn't be surprised if the next big thing is also a family thrill ride like Wickerman. That's very true. I think Spinball is on limited time now. It does look aged and doesn't ride well anymore. That area will almost definitely be family orientated through either a CBeebies Land expansion or a new area for a new family roller coaster. Either way, they need something high capacity there. Yes, you wrote all that answer just for me to go yes. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try not to get slated here, but I do agree Spinball is a bit worn out now, and I can see it being the first out of the main kind of thrill ride. It's not really a thrill ride, but you know what I mean. Against that, it will probably be the first one to go, in my opinion. Oh, I'm going to get so much backlash. Well, let's face it, they will definitely have a new ride before Thorpe Park gets to RMC. Thorpe RMC? I don't think... I'm pretty sure you're like the first person to ever speculate about that. That's pretty insane. We all want Rita to be replaced with a huge Intamin Blitz like Taron. I will stop you there. I agree. Oh, Christ. Long-term plan. Step 1, build a giant lake around the park. Step 2, replace the ugly building in the middle of the park with a beautiful steel pyramid. Step 3, replace the spine with a 10 inversion coaster. Step 4, make Oblivion rough. 5, wing coaster. 6, get rid of Rita. I personally would like to see a flying flish clone in the towers, and Darren Brown smack down in the middle of Tower Street, but themed to a big Australian man we all know and love. I say that you send an email straight to Alton Towers, and you ask them whether you can be on the marketing team, and then run the design, rides and attractions team as well, and you have a 175% chance of getting in. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I know I haven't answered the majority of the responses, but that's because if I did, it would take a lot of time, and most of them were kind of saying similar things to either what I said or the ones I have covered today. So thank you to everyone who did respond, and I apologise that I didn't get to actually respond to you in this video. I have read them all pretty much, and they're all very good suggestions, except one of them that said I don't know, which is extremely helpful. But yes, as I said, if you want to go and check out the Discord server that's brand new, link is in the description for that if you want to go join that. If you did enjoy, you can subscribe if you'd really like to see more like this. If you want to go in the description, there are more theme park-esque videos that I've done in the past, and you can go check them out if you really want to. I appreciate you all watching and somehow getting to this point. See you all in a bit.